Hello again, everyone. Hope you are well on this Sunday afternoon. It is August the 18th. I'm going to be covering several things here. I'm going to talk about an odd encounter that I experienced in our neighborhood early Friday evening. I'm going to tell you about that, and I want to know your opinion on it. Also, some observations from our adventure that we had yesterday. We had a good day yesterday, but I had some interesting observations. And also one or two other things. I have a very good passage I'm going to share going back Old Testament on you. So towards the end of the video, you want to stay tuned for that. But I was just noticing, they just opened up a Dunkin' Donuts right here near us, near our Aldi. And I tell you what, I don't know what they sell in that stuff, but I can't tell you when I've gone to a Dunkin' Donuts, y'all. I mean, nothing against it. I mean, it's probably fine, but I mean, I remember the last time I went, the coffee was pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know if the economy is good for those folks, I guess. I don't, you know, that line is long in that drive-through. Anyway, just a quick observation here while I'm doing a video. But yesterday we had an adventure. We traveled out a little further than we normally do. It was about an hour ride out from where we live across the kind of west of us, maybe west of us, towards Forsyth County, which is above Gwinnett County. Those of you in Georgia, you know what I'm talking about, but just an area where, you know, they have some different kind of stores, some antique stores, and we kind of went on an adventure. But it struck me that even just a year or two ago, a lot of that area looked more like open countryside. And now I shouldn't be surprised, but it's just so many apartment complexes, huge apartment complexes, y'all. And you can tell they haven't been there very long, and they look full already, or mostly full. There was one that didn't look, I mean, looked like they just finished it. But huge complexes, apartments, and then also like townhomes where you could buy, and they look like cracker boxes, y'all. They're stacked on top of each other, beside each other. I mean, you could reach your hand out of the window and grab your neighbor's hand out their window if you wanted to. But the sign outside said starting in the 400s. I think it was the mid, I don't know, it might have been the low 400s for these little bitty things, y'all. It was unreal. Anyway, but I'm seeing a lot of that. And I know I think Georgia's in the top 5 of states that people are moving to more now. I know a lot of the Southeast, Tennessee, South Carolina, Florida. I don't know if Florida's still in that. Probably still is. But I hear that from a lot of you, like Idaho, Texas, parts of the Midwest, also experiencing the same thing. You're seeing a lot of growth, big time growth, fast, too fast. Anyway, just something I noticed. People looked, you know, I know one thing, we stopped at a big chain store, and now the heat could be part of it. It was super hot. And Miss Dawg made a comment. She's like, people look sad. And I, you know, and then she said it could be part of the heat. You know, they did look beat down by the heat, you know, especially older folks. But we did a lot of running around, and we didn't eat anything. Really, we didn't eat breakfast yesterday morning. We just wanted to get on the road, and we didn't snack or anything. We just wanted to do our thing, get it done, and we had a good time. It was a great day. And about 2:30, we're like, I was getting a little hungry, so we had a gift card from Longhorn. Still another gift card, and so we just run across one, you know, okay, this is it, so we're gonna go, it's meant to be, so we go into Longhorns. Great, the great food's always good, and service was good, but it was just funny how, you know, we didn't eat. That was our meal. We just make this our meal for the day, and that's what we did. And we threw down on that food, y'all. We were making fun of ourselves kind of afterwards, too. I mean, we ate the bread they bring out first, because I don't normally eat the bread. I might eat a little piece of it. We ate the bread they bring out before the meal. We ate the salad, all of it. I was eating the croutons in the salad. I don't normally finish the salad. Finished that out. And the food out, tore it up. We both tore it up. And we were like, dang, we must have been hungry. I guess We should have had a snack earlier or something. I don't know. But anyway, it worked out. The server is like, you know, they always ask if you want dessert. And we're like, nah, we've done enough damage here. We left nothing. We took no prisoners. Took no prisoners on the food. And we said we were really hungry. And she was like, yeah, see. Anyway, I'm sorry. It was just kind of humorous, I thought. Anyway, I just had to share that. So I was watching NY Prepper last night, and he had a video, and he had video of somebody sharing this too. This happened a few nights ago, I believe, but over 1,000 Chinese tanks were on the move, and it is reported they were heading east towards the coast that is opposite of Taiwan. Thought that was interesting. I mean, it had pretty good video proof. Now, you couldn't count exactly the number of tanks, but it was a huge number of tanks. Now, it's a big country. This could have been just something, they were exercises or whatever, but I thought that was interesting, that high number of them. I mean, that was, kind of makes you think. It makes you think. But I thought that was interesting. NY Prepper, good channel for especially war stuff, Middle East, Europe, a lot of good detail. All right. It was good footage that they were reporting there. Thunderstorms last night, power outages. We were lucky we didn't have a power out. Of course, we're prepared, especially for short term, even medium, you know, long term. I feel like we're pretty well prepared where we are, or at our house. But just this morning, some people in the county were saying they still didn't have power. This is going on probably close to 24 hours now. And a lot of people just aren't prepared. So again, look at your preps for power outages. Even just short term, it's fairly common, especially with thunderstorms this time of the year. So just go over that stuff, okay? For power outages. All right. The Democratic National Convention starts tomorrow. I'm going to try to keep up with it like I did the Republican one. I just like to see what's going on, what they're saying. You know, I'm sure there'll be plenty of content from it. But that I saw where like a lot of crowds are going to be protesting. I thought that was interesting, Antifa and all that stuff. So that might be interesting. It is estimated that over 15 million illegal crossings over our border under this administration, y'all. I think it could be much higher than that. That's just estimated. That is a horror show. And it continues. I see little videos here and there. It's leaking out, people just freely running, flowing right through, not even contested. It's unreal. And they're not just walking across, they're being bussed in, they're being flown in, boats, you name it. Unreal. If I could pick just one thing, if I had to just pick one item, even over the inflation, and inflation is terrible, but if I could just pick one thing I could pin on this current administration and their nominee for president, it's the border. I mean, it'll destroy it. It will. It's destruction. It's destruction on multiple levels. Okay. That's all you got to say. If somebody's arguing about, you should be, not that we should even engage in that at this point, but, you know, border, that's all I got to say, border. You know, monkeypox, mpox, they're calling mpox now. I guess we don't want to offend the monkeys, but mpox, I'm not super worried about. I'm not really that worried about that right now. I'm keeping up with it. I think they're trying to make it into something. I don't think it's going to, I don't know if that's going to work or not. I don't know. It's hard to tell yet. Let's be watchful on that. Nothing to panic about right now. Seemed like they tried to make bird flu something. That didn't work either, or hasn't worked yet. So we'll watch it. We'll watch it. The timing is interesting, of course. Encounter in the neighborhood. Y'all, I was walking Ella. Teddy is a spaz, man, so I don't really have to walk him. I mean, and when I walk Teddy, he's gonna pee on every little blade of grass anyway, so it's a little frustrating. Ella needs the exercise. Teddy is like perfect weight he's fine. He's energetic anyway. He'll run anywhere, including the house. Ella's a different story now. Ella, she could probably lose a couple of pounds, and I could always lose a couple of pounds. So I've been walking Ella every evening after dinner. I'll wait about an hour or so, of course, and before it gets dark, walk Ella down the street. You know, our neighborhood's pretty small. There's only one way in and one way out. We feel relatively safe in there. These days, you got to really be careful. Friday evening, I was walking Ella on the sidewalk, and a pickup truck pulled up right kind of alongside us. Not real close to us. It was in the other lane because we were walking with, you know, that way. And an older man rolled down his window. Windows are tinted. I wouldn't have been able to tell who it was without him rolling down the windows. He rolled down his window and said, he was very friendly, and said, "That is a beautiful dog you have." And I said, "Thank you." So I stopped, and I was pleasant. I said, "Thank you." And then the next thing out of his mouth was, "Is that female or male?" I thought that was a little odd, but I said, "It's female." And Ella kind of was trying to lunge and growled, you know, and she don't normally do that, which is interesting. But now this guy was an older man, nice looking, decently dressed. This truck was nice. I mean, it looked like a newer or newish or new Chevy 2500. Nice truck. So it could be totally innocent. It could be just a nice guy, just, you know, a dog lover, and just saw Ella. She's cute, you know, and if kids or people are walking around there, you usually will say, "Cute dog," you know. And I do the same with others. If I say, you know, "Cute dog, nice, good-looking dog," you know, whatever. It could be totally innocent, but still, when he said, when he asked, is that a female or male, I kind of had a weird vibe moment, I'm like, you know, I didn't show it, of course. I was smiling and pleasant, but I probably took a step back. I don't know. I might have. But it was a little odd, and I kind of got a weird feeling. But then again, I don't know if I was being a little paranoid. I think a little paranoia is fine these days. You just don't know. You don't know people. And it's a shame we have to be that way, but I think we always have to be alert, even right around our homes. Like I said, this could have been just totally innocent. What do you know? Let me know what y'all think. He showed no aggression. He showed no, I got no other indication that there was any threat or anything, but still, you just don't know about people, you know. He could have just been curious and friendly, but then again, you hear stories of people with dogs and grabbing you know, pets and that kind of stuff. I don't, you know. But anyway, I just thought it was a little odd. I just got an odd feeling, a weird feeling. We should trust our gut. Then again, I'm still kind of on the fence whether this was really a threat or not. But this day and time, we just can't be too careful. Let me know what y'all think about that. But let's stay aware out there. Gosh, we just don't know what's around the corner. I'm going to go to a passage because it is a super good one. This is one where I just opened the Bible up just randomly. And I know it could be just because I've looked at this page, and I haven't looked at this page in a while. I just opened it up, and it went right to this page in Psalm 34. And I've probably read this before, but it's been a while, I believe. But it bears repeating. Psalm chapter 34, starting in verse 1, says, "I will extol the Lord at all times. His praise will always be on my lips. My soul will boast in the Lord. Let the afflicted hear and rejoice. Glorify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame. They're radiant. We look to him. If we look to him, not just in times of trouble, but in the good times, in the times that we're doing pretty well, you know, or very well. We should always look to him, extol, praise, and be thankful. Keep the trust. This keeps our trust. This keeps our faith strong. Their faces will be radiant. I believe that. Let's keep the faith. Let's stay close to Jesus. He's the key. Keeping that relationship. All right. Have a good rest of your weekend. Let's be safe out there. Be watchful. God bless you. I'll see you soon.